Okay, the session is on recording, and I want to say another welcome to tonight's session. I'm going to share my screen. We're starting now. Yeah, this is.
Good evening, Mr. Charles. Good evening, everybody.
Yeah, good evening.
Um,
Okay, so we're here, and like I said, what we're going to discuss tonight is project plan. So, plus, we're going to be doing a lot of planning as project managers. So, yeah. So, a project plan is a comprehensive document outlining the approach, schedule, resources, budget, and control necessary to successfully execute a project. It serves as a roadmap for the project team, setting clear expectation for each phases and provided a clear structure for managing timeline, allocating resources, and tracking progresses. So yeah, that is a project plan. And if you have created a good project plan, it's going to look something like this. So what we are seeing is a project plan. This image you are seeing here is a project plan from Project Labor. So software called Project Labor. That's how it looks like. And if I scroll up again, you see another project plan. This is a project plan from another software called MS Project, that is Microsoft Project. You know, these are the most commonest and popular. We have another one called Oracle Primavera. There is a very strong project planner, but it's not that so popular because it's not commonly used within small and medium enterprises. It's mainly used within corporation, very complex engineering projects. That's where they use it. But for your everyday project, you are going to be getting a lot of jobs from startups, small enterprises, medium enterprises. You are going to be seeing, or you are going to be using this kind of project planners. This is Microsoft. This is Project Labor. So this is your key document. The major document you have to learn how to use. You're going to use it to be planning multiple projects. All your project must have a plan. So you must know how to use these softwares very well. This first one here is Microsoft. It's not free. You need to pay some money, like around, I've forgotten the price now. I know it's within £200 to £400, yeah, per annum. And this one is come 100% free, and they are almost the same thing. So this is an open source. You can use it. So a lot of people are using it. A lot of young companies, startups, this is what they are using in order to save costs. Yeah. So I had my students, 2 years ago or last year, 2 years ago, and we just finished doing this project plan, and she rushed, and all she learned from this, she rushed and used it to apply for a job. And she got a job for one Canadian company, paying her $500 a week as one of their junior project managers. And yeah, as it just will not even finish, will not go halfway. So if you should do something like that, that shouldn't distract you. But because her own case is that she became distracted and she couldn't follow up to finish the boot camp, she had to come back again because her job and couldn't allow her. Yeah, so this is project plan. Okay, importance of a project plan. It helps to define scope and objectives, clearly outline what the project intends to achieve, provide a structured timeline. Yeah, structured timeline. Every task in a project plan, or you see it, every task has a timeline. If you look at this, you see they are all taxes. You see, even if it's a stakeholder analysis, you see that it's 2 days. It's any activity you must allocate, so it helps to streamline timeline. That will help you not to struggle with your timeline. Time is one thing that we fight a lot in projects. Yeah, because once you start fighting, once you start struggling with your time, delays, having a lot of delays, it start affecting your project. And if you are good in project planning, you will know that you are having delays. So, resource management within the project plan, you should be able to assign resources very well, identify resource need, yeah, both human and material resources for each project phase. Mitigate risk allows us to identify and plan for potential risk and challenges. Yeah, it helps identify risk. The easiest way to identify risk is it will always help you to see when you're having delays. Delay is a very dangerous situation in projects. If you are meant to submit a task today and you couldn't submit it today, you are okay, I will submit it tomorrow. You've delayed. Next time, if we have more than 3 people delaying at the same time, you see the project is already having issue. This is a big risk. You can easily detect it, because once we have a delay, the project planner will flag it off. You see there is delay. So yeah. And enhanced communication act as a central document for team members and stakeholders, ensuring alignment to the project expectation from the stakeholder. So yeah, it's very important tool and techniques in project management. So what are the core aspects or components of a project plan? You must define the scope, define the boundaries of the project, including goals, deliverables, and the tasks required to complete the project. 2, project schedule, outline the timeline, including task duration, deadline, and dependencies, often visualized through Gantt chart or timeline. A resource plan lists required resources, staff, equipment, and assign them to specific tasks. Yeah, these are the key components we are going to see. Budget, detailed estimated costs for all the project activities, including labor, material, and contingency fund. Risk management, identify potential risk, their likelihood and impact, as well as strategies to mitigate them. Quality management plan, set standard, quality standard metrics and procedure to ensure project deliverables meet stakeholders' expectation and communication plan. These are all the key areas project plan you need to capture it, and types of tools we need for this project plan. We have so many tools we can use for project planning. So we're going to pick only one, the one because it's very popular as well and is affordable. We can lay our hands on it. There is no way telling us to go and do Primavera where we don't have access to Primavera, or tell us to go and use Microsoft where we can't afford to get Microsoft. For you to acquire Microsoft, is the cost of getting it is even more than the cost of your bootcamp, entire bootcamp. But Project Lever is entirely free. It gives you everything Microsoft is going to give you. So that's it. We'll have three major types of tools we're going to use. Number one, the most popular is Microsoft. It's very popular project management software with robust features for scheduling, resource allocation, budgeting. Its key features is Gantt charts, timeline view, task management and dependency, resource tracking, and reporting. It's good for medium to large scale projects with complex requirements. Then we'll have popular projects, Libra. Project Libra is an open source project management tool similar to Microsoft, offering budgets and resource management features such as Gantt charts and project timeline, task dependencies and resource management, multi-project management support, either for small to medium. You see here is small to medium project suitable for teams seeking free open source alternative. And Microsoft is, you can use it anywhere. It's a very scalable tool. But if you learn how to use Project Lever very well, there is nothing in Microsoft you cannot use. Yeah, the only one that is going to be a bit difficult here is Oracle Primavera. Like these are the kind of projects planner they use for big corporation like all these high or complex engineering projects, companies like UK National Rail or Railway, bridges. These are kind of, yeah, that's where they use it. Well, it's still, if you learn how to use, they are still the same format. You see the same way. So Oracle is high-end project management tool designed for industrial like construction and engineering that requires intricate scheduling and resource management. Yeah, it's complex scheduling. Yeah, it's try to make all this complex scheduling a bit easier. It's for large complex projects, particularly those in construction and engineering and infrastructure. That's where they use it most. So out of all these, we're going to use this one we highlighted, Project Lever. So it's stand in the middle. So once you learn it very well, you can get jobs so easily. You can get even small job from startup, because a lot of startups, this is what they are using. Most of the companies in Upwork, you see Upwork, All the companies in Upwork, they are all startups, small companies looking for cheap labor. So if you have good grasp on project labor, this is where you belong. Can easily get a job from Upwork as a project manager, project support, project planner, project administrator in Upwork. Just master how to use project labor very well. Yeah. So the next thing here is going to be, how do we create a project plan? So for we to create a project plan, we must follow these steps. First, to define the project scope, clearly know your boundary. To outline the project's objective, deliverable, and boundary. So all these things are contained in either your project charter or project brief. So before you start creating your project plan, you must already have a project charter. If you don't have a project charter, you must already have a project brief. So you know your boundary, you know the project objective, you know your deliverables. And you must have created your work breakdown structure. So your work breakdown structure, if you have created a work breakdown structure, everything becomes so easy for you. Your work breakdown structure, sorry. Your work breakdown structure is going to be a blueprint for you to build the project plan. So that's why the first thing you need to do is to break your work down into manageable structure. And from there, all you can just do is to start creating, assigning timeline, duration in all the tasks. So that is number 2, should be work breakdown structure. Create, develop project schedule, estimate task duration, and create a timeline. Identify dependencies and critical parts. Then assign resources and roles, allocate resources for each task, defining roles and responsibilities for each of them. If you have done something like RACI metrics, then it's going to be easy for us to, we're going to do RACI metrics as well. So we must have known everybody's roles and responsibilities. Yeah. And then establish the budgets. You already know your budget. You have created project charter or project brief. You should already know your budget. So all you need to do is try to break your budget, or try to know how to assign resources. Once you assign resources, it's part of the budgeting here. So estimate the cost. You must have done that already before now, and you must have contingency. So the plan here is that before you start splitting your budget into various tasks, you must know how much you are going to bring out as contingency you need to fall back on. Is extremely important, meaning that, for instance, if they give you £10,000 to implement a CRM system, you don't just go and start spending the £10,000. You should start by using £7,000. Then keep 3,000 as contingency. If anything happens, you have something to fall back on. So what we're going to do thorough budgeting, identify and analyze risk, list potential risk and their likelihood, and plan mitigating circumstances. I've talked about set quality standard. What is standard? You must know what standard metrics, and a communication plan. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. Not so difficult. The main work is using the software to create a project plan. So it's going to be more of a hands-on creating it. It's not going to be so much talking. It's going to be hands-on. So we are going to be downloading this project labor and installing it on our laptop. So that is what we're going to do. So I'm going to show you where you are going to download project labor. So, and tomorrow we'll start creating project, because some of you might struggle to download it. So it's not something I can wait for you to download. So I'll give you from now till tomorrow evening for you to have download and install project labor on your system. Yeah, this is how project labor is going to look like if you get it. So that is a project labor for you. And yeah. So that's how project labor looks like. When you download it, this is how it's going to look like. And yeah. So if you want to start a new project, that's it. And add the manager and the dates. And you say, okay, you see, I have a fresh canvas now where I can start work. We're not going to do anything, just for you to see how project. So this is what we mean to download. Download it and install it in your system. It's not difficult to download. It's very difficult. It's very easy to download. So yeah. Getting this project labor, how is I see it here step by step. We go to this, go to project labor here, and their website, projectlabor.com. So that is their website here. Yeah. Now they have a cloud version of this project labor. They have a cloud version now, but it's not free. If you want the cloud version of this project labor, it's not free, it's paid. But the one we've been using, you can see cloud and Dex version. Now they have, in their cloud version, is AI enabled. AI will help you to do most of the job, but it's not free. It's paid. They just added it. Before, it's totally free. But this is the one we're going to use. Is still very much free. So yeah, that's what we're gonna use. So if you want to download it, if you click on download, it's going to take you on to another website called SourceForge. Yeah, you see it has navigated. So in case if you click, or if you're on Project Labor and you click download, and it takes you away, or it navigates you to another website, don't panic. That is where it is hosted. That's where you can download it from. You can download it directly from their website. You need to take it on that website called SourceForge, where you need to do the download. Yeah. And it's here. From here, you download it. I already have it on my system. I don't need to download it again. You see here, 13,832 this week downloaded already. So people are already downloading it. So, and you can use it in Solaris, you can use it in Linux, you can use it in BSD, you can use it in Mac, and you can use it in Windows as well. So you can use it in so many operating systems. Yeah. So go download it. It's not difficult to download. It doesn't require extra tutorial to download Project Labor. Once you download it, double click the installer and then follow the direction, and that's it. Not a big deal. So yeah, so that is your assignment. Get started with your download. I've already told you guys you are going to need a laptop, because so many of us always using their phone. You're going to use laptop because you cannot download this on your phone. You need a laptop, a good laptop for this project. Yeah, if you have question, and ask your question, and that's it. So this is the final site where you are going to download this Project Labor and install it to your system. So that is it for tonight. Once it's installed, then that is when we're going to start the work. So yeah, I'll give you from today. Make sure that everybody, as much as possible, have downloaded as many of us as possible. I've downloaded before we can start. So tomorrow we'll see how to use Project Labor to create a project plan. Yeah.
Okay, sir. I wanted to ask, sir, the Microsoft project is also paid, it's not free, right?
Yeah. I said it says 400 to 500 for yearly subscription. If you want to subscribe. But if you want to work for a company, yeah, that's why it's not even if you get it, are you going to use it for yourself? If you are going to work for a company, it's the duty of the company to get it for you. So it's not you that are going to get it for yourself.
Because I see it as part of the skills to have in most projects.
If you know, I say, if you know how to use Project Labor, you know how to use Microsoft. They are the same thing.
Okay.
That is a different thing.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
We've done all those things. We've done the comparative analysis since 5 years ago before we start recommending it for students. Yeah, Chisom, you are raising your hand.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask a question. The Primavera you talked about, can our knowledge of Project Labor be transferred to that particular tool peradventure we encounter it in our
Well, the main thing is I'm doing here is to get you onto the ladder. There's a lot of things you still need to learn to become a senior project manager. So it's not gonna count the knowledge of project labor is not gonna carry you through Primavera. So that one is when you want to grow, become senior project manager, work in high level or more more corporate, let's say big corporation. That's where they are going to need all those things. Most people using it as senior project managers. So yeah, but it's not difficult. It's all the same project scheduling, but it's going to be handling more complex activities. So I'm not gonna tell you the lies. This boot camp is for beginners. You cannot. We have stages. We have senior project managers. What we are doing here cannot make you a senior project manager. It's going to help you to start your journey as a project manager. Because 4 months is not enough to make you a senior project manager. You need experience, diverse experience to become a senior project manager. So yeah. But with this and Microsoft, you are because Primavera is you hardly see them asking for Primavera. You hardly. So
Okay,
people,
sir. Good. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry.
yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Okay, it's not concerning what you taught us today. It's about the work breakdown structure, the diagram. It took me a lot of time to do it. So at a point my hand started shaking because of the drawing. So I'm asking, can we outsource it maybe to experts that know how to do it? Pay them some amount.
Okay, give it to me, I'll do it and you pay me. Yeah. If you have that kind of money, I will do it. I will do it. Yeah. Just pay me 50,000 and you get it tomorrow morning. Yeah.
So I'm talking about for future purpose. Maybe
Yeah,
we
that's
got
why I
a
said you
job.
have to learn how to pay now before you can learn. Is everything. If you don't learn how to pay now, how are you going to learn to pay in the future?
And that's when the money is on ground. Now we have not started working as a
So who is
project
going to pay you if you don't know how to do it? How are you going to get a job? How are you going to get a job if you don't know how? Because they are going to test your knowledge that you are a project manager before you get that job. So you are not qualified to be a project manager to even start getting that money. You think your money will be full and be outsourcing all your. It's not possible. And with this mindset, you are not going anywhere. This is the easiest thing, the commonest thing. Even my son can do that. My son in primary school can create that thing. So I don't want to hear that kind of question again. It's so belittling that you cannot, you're planning to solve this kind of thing and you're in this class. Any more question?
Is this Feyinwa that was asking?
Yeah.
Abichiso.
Do you have question? Any more question?
Okay. Now, I wanted to know who was asking question. Was it Chisom or
Oh,
Ifeanyi?
it's not necessary.
Okay.
Yeah, because that question is not necessary. It's not like you telling your lecturer, is it possible for me to pay someone to come and write exam for me? Is that
Not me, oh.
is that supposed to? That is an insult to whoever is teaching you. Anyway, please try to start downloading your project labor so that we'll get started tomorrow. We are going to be more active, more complex works. If you are ready for this project, if you are ready to become a project manager, you have to be ready to do what I ask you to do. But if you think you already reach, you don't need it, there's no need of you wasting your time here. Oluchi,
Hi, good evening.
yeah, how are
So
you?
just a quick one. I just downloaded Project Labor on my Mac and I'm trying to open it, but it's not opening. It keeps taking me back to install software. I was browsing and it told me that there is a different version I can download for MacBook 1.93. I don't know if
Yeah,
anybody else is using MacBook that is going through the same issues.
like I said, it is for different operating system. Make sure the one you downloaded is for MacBook. Or how you might have downloaded the wrong one.
Mm.
Check
Because
very
it's
well.
just the one. It's just the one you showed us here. That's the one that's available on the website.
Okay.
There is no option for MacBook. It's just the one. It just says download.
Okay. I will look and I will see why is what I know is if for Linux, is for MacBook, is for Windows operating system. People have been downloading, and I don't think anyone has recorded. But I'll find out. I'm using HP.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. If you're having problem, put it on the platform. Go to our WhatsApp group, whichever challenges you are like Oluchi have encountered. Just put it there. We'll find out. Well, it's not difficult. It's a very sweet software to use, and yeah, project management is the easiest in IT. So you have to. There's nothing in this. Anybody can do this. Very simple. So this mastering this software might be the most difficult thing, and then managing stakeholders. One of the most discussed things managing these stakeholders. All these softwares we are using is even small thing to managing stakeholders. They are the most complex things you can see in project management. Yeah. So thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully by then, all of us must have downloaded, and those who are having issues, just put it, we'll be resolving it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Charles.
All right. Yeah.